Stare into my eyes. Sink into my eyes. Relaxing down and letting go. Stare into my eyes. Sink into my eyes. Relaxing down and letting go. Stare into my eyes. Sink into my eyes. Relaxing down and letting go. So easy to follow. So easy to relax. My eyes take you down. My eyes take you deep. So easy to follow. So easy to relax. My eyes take you down. My eyes take you deep. So easy to follow. So easy to relax. My eyes take you down. My eyes take you deep. The familiar feelings of trance wrapping around you as you effortlessly follow my every word. Body relaxed. Mind relaxed. Letting go. Eyes ready to close. Ready to give in. Ready to go back down into a wonderful state of trance. Drop. Eyes closing down. Deeper and deeper. Responding to your trigger easily and effortlessly. Returning to the wonderful, floating feelings of trance as you sink deeper. Good subject. Each time you respond to your trigger, it gets easier and easier to return to deep trance. Wanting to feel so good. Wanting to feel so relaxed. Drifting and floating. As you relax into the trance that you and I are building together. Hypnosis is collaborative. Hypnosis is enjoyable. Allowing yourself to play along with the suggestions I give you is enjoyable. Playing along and following my suggestions is fun. You'll find that you don't consciously need to pay attention to what I am saying. You can simply float and drift. Knowing that I will guide you. Knowing that I have your best interests in mind. Wanting to have fun in trance. Wanting to have new experiences. The deeper you go, the better you feel. The better you feel, the better you respond to my words. Following my words is effortless. Following my words is enjoyable. When I snap my fingers, you will open your eyes and awaken from trance. Awakening from trance when I snap my fingers. Drop. Right back down, easily and effortlessly. Going even deeper as you drop deep down in trance once again. Drifting and floating. Mind and body relaxed. Feels so good to respond to your trigger and drop deep. Wanting to go deeper. Wanting to drift further. Snapping awake again with drop. So deep. So relaxed. That's right. Such a good subject. Feels so good to obey. Feels so good to drop back into trance. Now, I want you to focus on your right hand. Your right hand that is laying loose and limp by your side. Imagine now that your hand is a powerful magnet. Your hand feels light and floaty like the rest of your body, but you can feel the power, the magnetic charge that your hand possesses. Waiting for another magnet to pull it along. On the ceiling above you is a larger electromagnet. Bigger than you've ever seen before. You can imagine the power it would exert if it were turned on. The power it would have on any magnet beneath it. As I flip the switch and the magnet above powers on, you begin to feel your magnetic right hand slowly begin to be pulled upward. You try to resist, but the force from the magnet above is constant and powerful. Feeling your light and floaty hand being pulled and dragged upward. The magnet pulls and pulls your hand up and up. Too powerful to fight, too powerful to resist. Rising and rising upward up above your head. Reaching for the larger magnet above as your hand is now fully extended. The magnet powers off as you feel the magnetic force on your hand subside. Your hand gently floats back down limp and loose at your side. Limp and loose, loose and limp. Floating and drifting. Allowing this experience to happen. As the magnet powers back on, you once again feel the pull, the power, the magnetic force, pull your hand upward. You try to fight, but you are powerless against the magnet as your light, floaty hand is once again pulled up farther and farther. Floating upward with the magnetic pull. Rising and rising until your hand is once again pulled above your head. Powering off as your hand is free to relax back down by your side. Limp and loose, loose and limp. Relaxing back down. Good subject. For the duration of this session, whenever you hear the magnet turn on, your magnetic right hand will respond accordingly. Now, the next time I awaken you, I will be teaching a chemistry seminar and you are in attendance. Hypnosis in our session will float far away from your conscious thought as you focus on the scene in front of you. There is no need for you to recall the contents of our session until later. Allowing these conscious thoughts to drift elsewhere for now will make things more enjoyable. You want to have fun following my suggestions. You want to immerse yourself in the scene. How you got here is not important. What is important is that you pay attention. Listening and paying attention comes naturally. You want to listen and pay attention to my seminar. You want to listen and pay attention to me. Awakening in 3, 2, 1. Drop. Dropping back down. Deep, deep down. Back down into trance. Responding to your trigger better and better each time it is used. Floating and drifting. Feeling so wonderful and floaty. Focus again on your right hand. The magnet that is your right hand. Imagine now that both your hands are magnets. Your right and your left, both powerful magnets. Ready to respond to a magnetic force. Powerful and automatic. As they lay at your sides, they are too far apart to interact with each other, and remain loose and limp. You now focus on the large electromagnet overhead. The powered off magnet begins to morph and reshape as it moves from the ceiling above you. It morphs and collects like a ball of fluid as it slowly stretches from the ceiling and around your waist. The liquid magnet forms a band around your hips, level with where your hands are resting loose and limp by your side. The band solidifies, reforming into an electromagnet belt. As the magnet powers on, you feel the intense and indomitable pull of the magnet on your hands. It pulls your hands tight to your waist, trapping them in place. The powerful magnetic pull prevents you from pulling your hands away as you try now to remove them. Each time you try, you find that they are stuck more and more. The powerful magnet holding your hands in place. The magnet powers down as you feel your hands release. You stretch them out gently before allowing them to relax once again. Limp and loose, loose and limp. The magnet powers back on as it once again pulls your hands to your sides. Powerful and unrelenting, your hands are stuck to your sides. Powering down as they release. Your hands sink back down to your sides. Limp and loose, loose and limp. For the duration of this session, your hands will respond to the magnet powering on and off accordingly. Now, the next time I awaken you, I will be a stage hypnotist that has visited the school. Our current session will once again float far away from your conscious thought as you focus on the scene in front of you. There is no need for you to recall the contents of this session until later. Allowing these conscious thoughts to temporarily drift away will help you better enjoy the scene. You want to have fun following my suggestions. You want to immerse yourself in the scene. How you got here is not important. What is important is that you are very interested in the visiting hypnotist. You have always fantasized about being hypnotized and experiencing hypnosis. You are hoping that the hypnotist will choose you for the demonstration. You may not understand why you want it, but being chosen to be hypnotized is something you deeply desire. You want to pay attention to the hypnotist and follow her directions explicitly. Paying attention and following her guidelines is important. Awakening into the scene with 3, 2, 1. Stare into my eyes. Sink into my eyes. Relaxing down and letting go. Stare into my eyes. Sink into my eyes. Relaxing down and letting go. Stare into my eyes. Sink into my eyes. Relaxing down and letting go. Stare into my eyes. Sink into my eyes. Relaxing down and letting go. Stare into my eyes. Sink into my eyes. Relaxing down and letting go. Stare into my eyes. Sink into my eyes. Relaxing down. Drop. Deep, deep down. Back down into trance. Feeling wonderful. So wonderfully deep for me. The magnets powering down. Your hands release. Limp and loose by your sides. Sinking down with my words. Sinking down with your trigger. That wonderful trigger that brings you back to this deep state of trance. Now, it is time for our session to end. From here on, you will not be affected by the magnet. Your hands and your control over them will return to you. No longer awaiting the magnetic pull. Any and all memories of your time in trance will also return to you upon waking up. Remembering all aspects of my suggestions and the scenes we created together. In the case that your conscious mind finds these scenes embarrassing, instead you will find that you remember them as having been deeply enjoyable. You will remember our time together fondly and without any negative emotions. Hypnosis should be fun after all. Hypnosis is a wonderful experience if you simply let it be so. Counting you back up to a waking state starting with 1. 1. Feeling your hands stir as you regain full control. 2. Awareness and the memories of trance and the scenarios returning to you as your mind begins to awaken. 3. Becoming aware of your surroundings as you begin to stretch and move your body. 4. Remembering our fun and relaxing time together. Feeling wonderful and refreshed. Ready to awaken now with 5. Wide awake.